Hello, welcome to Tarot Tuesday. Here's your joy, love, and abundance, for the week. This is your tarot and oracle card reading for the week of March 25th through the 31st. Holy cow, we're all the way through March, and then it's April Fool's Day, so watch your back. Hi, I'm Terri, your energy specialist and coach with Energy Pathways, and I have got your reading for this week. I have shuffled the cards, cleared all the energy, and we will get on with this for you. I've got Kitty looking over our funky deck, and we'll tap that at the very end of the reading to see what card may wrap it up or bring a whole new light to the reading. Happy birthday to everybody celebrating. I'm so glad you are with us. We will take a moment in a little bit and pull a special birthday card for you. All right, let's see what the universe has got for you this week. And what is the overall energy for this last week of March? Ooh, perspective. Kind of fitting for the end of March. And with spring just coming into play, we may need to change our perspective on something. Whoops, let's get it over here for you. What do we need to look at differently? Do we need a different job? Do we need a different home? Do we need some different friends? Or do we just need to change our view on how we're looking at all of those things? How are we feeling about those things? Sometimes we just kind of get in a rut, or we get, just stuck in a not so great place, and we just need to change the way we're looking at things. It is said that when you change your mind, your world changes. Everything changes when you change your perspective. So, for everyone, it's going to be different. This is an overall reading. Take what resonates for you, leave the rest. But take a look at yourself, because really that's all you have control over is you, the way you think, the way you talk, the way you handle, whatever it may be. And with Mercury retrograde still in play for another week or so, it may just be taking the time to look at it differently. Maybe you're just not understanding, or it's being miscommunicated to you. So just take a minute and look at the perspective, look at the angle that you're looking at it from, and that may just change the whole scope of things for you. So take a minute for that. And it may be, a belief system, something that you may need to revisit and take a different look at too. This will be up to you to discover. All right, and this is the Hangman. Looking at it from a different perspective. He has found some enlightenment. He has found some of his answers, but he's still kind of hanging maybe in the old belief system, and he's in that indecision. He needs to look at something a little differently to free himself from the tree. So, the universe, yes, change your perspective. There is another way to look at this, whatever it is that's top of mind for you right now. Just take a breather and revisit it. Oh, we have one that just jumped out. We will take this one. Strategy. We have got the Seven of Swords. Swords, air, energy, very intellectual, kind of logical. So be logical about this decision. This is about strategy and perspective as well, planning. Now let's get this close so you can see. This guy, you can see that there is an encampment back here. This is his enemies. And instead of going head to head to battle with them, he has decided, there's a different way to do this. So he sneaks up into their camp and he steals all their swords in the middle of the night. Ah, yellow, enlightenment, intellectual. Think about this. The decision that you may need to make, or the perspective you need to look at this from, may be totally logical and intellectual. You need a strategic approach. Use some planning instead of just jumping into it and going, yeah, that sounds great, let's go do it. Take a minute, get some perspective on it, and then revisit. So your plan of attack literally will work in your favor, okay? So strategic moves in this perspective that you need. And here you go. Now we have the Two of Cups. A lot of folks look at this as, kind of a romantic liaison. But what this quite often means is a commitment. These are opposites, male and female. And the overall energy here of the Lion, of the higher source. This is a card more so of commitment, and it may be working with, depending on your strategic plan here, someone who you did not expect to end up working with. This may be a commitment in business. It could be a romantic commitment that you're considering, but it is a commitment to something, whether it's job or a new, maybe you're entrepreneur, you're going to commit yourself to a different way of being with lifestyle, but more so a card of commitment and something, maybe a change of perspective that is not quite what you would have thought of doing. Something very different from what you normally would have done or even considered. So it appears that within this strategic plan that you've got, you'll be able to make a commitment from a very different angle than you would have thought, with some nice oversight from the divine. So, different perspective with an unexpected type source or partner, if you will. And it's the call of the muse. Find your heart source. And that may be something unusual or something that might be unusual to the rest of the world and maybe even to yourself. But follow that alignment, that thought process. Think outside the box and approach this from a totally different angle. It will light your fire. It really will. You will have such a totally different approach on this. It's going to be exciting and just so different. That's what I keep getting. It's going to be so different than what you would have expected. And in that light, once you start moving on that, this hanged man will finally be cut from the tree and the enlightenment, your answers, will be realized. Something to think about, for sure. Let's take a minute here, and I want to say happy birthday again to everybody celebrating. Let's pull a birthday card for you all and see what birthday wish the universe has for you this week. And we'll pull the top card, and we have the card of success. So whatever it is you're considering, you're working on, you're thinking about putting into play or wanting to do in whatever area of life that's kind of got your attention right now, whatever you decide, whichever path you take, whatever it is you wish to do, you will be successful. And that can mean many different things, and it just may be that sense of satisfaction. It's what you wanted. You feel great with the outcome, and you're good with it. So for you, this week, the wish from the universe is success in those areas that you're looking at. So happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for joining us on this earth plane with your special gifts. Be sure to use them and let them shine. That's what you brought them here for, right? Yes. All right, let's see what else we can discover about this new perspective and this strategic approach before you actually commit to a something to move forward with it. What else we got? Let's grab another tarot deck here and see if we get a little more definition on this for you. And we have got, the Ace of Cups. New beginnings, something brand new, something that the ebb and the flow. And this generally in the traditional deck, it's got the cup with all this wonderful stuff overflowing down into the sea of subconsciousness, knowing that this cup sitting in the water here can refill itself at any time. So you have this new energy, this new prospect coming forward to you that will fill your cup. It will make you feel whole, complete, like it's where you should be. It's the right place in the right time, and will just really make you feel good. Along with your decision and your strategy, and then making a wholehearted commitment to it and being open to thinking outside of the box, you are going to love where it takes you. This is really a card of offering fulfillment in your next venture. That is some exciting stuff, you guys. I would like to know what happens for you this week in that realm. What new things are being presented to you? Do you have a decision you've got to make that's leading you down a different path that you hadn't thought of before? A new perspective, a new outlook on something? Let me know what comes up for you this week. I am so curious about that. Let me know. Let's start a discussion about some of these wonderful things that are really transforming us throughout the year 2025. It's an exciting time, you guys. It's an exciting time to be around. It may be difficult sometimes, so use your strategic, your planning, your strategies to make sure you've got everything where you want it to be. Okay, I say stop looking outside yourself for the answers. You already know them. Again, here we go with the Hanged Man. Indecisions, not knowing, different perspective. He already knows. He's been enlightened. And you know. All of this is within you. Part of the issue when we see cards like this for folks is that we know, and you've got that intuition that says, yeah, you need to go do this, or you're getting that nudge to move in that direction, and then you question yourself. Oh, yeah, but it's like, that's why you have your intuition. That is your guiding light down here in your solar plexus, because that is where you live. Your being lives. This is where your intuition comes from. This is who you are. But the trick for us humans is to trust that and to go with it. So all I can say about that is you think back to a time when you know you didn't listen to it and you did something different, or what someone else told you to do, whatever, you just didn't listen to it, and think of the outcome. And when you said, damn it, I knew better. I knew I should have done that is your proof to you to trust yourself, because it's here. You know. Your intuition is speaking to you and guiding you through this lifetime. Everybody has it. It's just a matter of you recognizing it. So look to yourself for the answers. The Hangman, it will free the Hangman for these decisions. And so your cup can runneth over, but strategically Keep an open mind with the Muse card and the overall energy of perspective for the week. To keep an open mind. Think outside the box. Personally, I have a tough time thinking outside the box. I'm not quite sure what that even means in my case, but think outside the box. Welcome any new ideas, even if they seem crazy. Still consider it, because that's just another perspective of something you may need to think about or tweak it. Keep an open mind, because you just never know. You just never know. We'll grab another oracle card here, and then we will see what Kitty's been protecting and wrap up the reading for you this week. Lots of craziness going on out there, so keep an open mind and be open to other perspectives, other opinions. Feel and release. Release all you've accumulated on this journey. Again, another perspective, releasing those things that do not serve you. Once you clear the clutter, whether it's belief systems, stuff in the house, just too much on your plate, even, you clear that, it will be amazing to you how much better you can focus and see things for what they potentially may be. Decisions and strategic planning, perspectives, all open up to a whole new world when you can release, trust your intuition. The key word here is to feel, and that is where your intuition comes up from. Then you can feel it through your heart and know if it's in your alignment, if it feels right. If you start getting wishy-washy, then no, that's a no. In the case of not feeling one way or another, it just is, then that's exactly what it is, guys. It doesn't matter what you do, because it's okay either way. It's when you get those distinctives, I don't think so, but you do it anyway, that is a big no. So follow that intuition, feel it, release it, move on, put your plans in place, write them down if you need to, because I know sometimes that can get kind of muddy and muddled. You think about this, you don't write it down, and then you forget what you were thinking. Oh, write it down, or hit the record button on your phone. That's another good way to do it too. All right, let's wrap this up for you guys. You can get back to your life and doing what you want to do and start your strategic planning so you can get a better perspective on where you want to go and what you want to be. Okay, what have we got for the final say this week? We have got, okay, you can label this any way you like. We have got a robot, but it's really empty. So I am getting that don't get too robotic in your thinking, your behavior, the way you feel, because it will leave you feeling empty. Some things just are automatic, like our breathing is automatic. Our heart pumping is automatic. That's why it's called the autonomic nervous system. It does things on its own. But when we don't open our perspective to other ways of thinking, being, seeing, feeling, doing, we become a robot and we become empty. You get stuck in the darker side of the matrix, if you will. Try to prevent yourself from becoming an empty robot. Open your mind, open your life, open your perspective. Enjoy the journey, take the adventure, plan it, but do the adventure. Get out of your hangman state. Get that new perspective, plan, and go for it. Think outside the box, entertain all those other crazy new ideas. You never know where that will really take you. That could be quite an adventure. Let me know what happens with that. I love adventures. You guys got to tell me about your adventures. I want to hear all about it. Okay. Enjoy the journey. Have fun on your next adventure. And like, share, subscribe. If this was even entertaining for you, please do share it with folks who may get a kick out of it, or it may even pertain to them if you know that they're trying to see something from a different angle. Let them listen. There might be a little something in there that'll give them a hint. All right, guys, take good care of yourselves, and I will see you next week for Tarot Tuesday. Bye for now.